Shay and Amita back here with you on SportsCenter. There's a three-headed monster in LA. LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves led the Lakers to a win they desperately needed over the Grizzlies, 134-127. The big three combined for 85 points. Reeves leading the pack, dropping 31. 6 Lakers scored in double figures for the win. Anscape's David Dennis Jr. here with me right now to get a reality check for this Lakers team. The Lakers defense has been atrocious, allowing 124.5 points per game over the last 6. So, David, how capable is this Lakers team of hiding that suspect defense behind that offense?
Well, really, that's the only option that they have right now with that defense being in the slump that they have. Their best chance is turning that big three, Reeves, Doncic, and James, into a real formidable, unstoppable big three. Last night, they kind of looked like that. Those three were responsible for 120 of the team's 134 points. The three guys, 25, 5, and 5, and 2 threes. We've never had a trio do that in NBA history. The other benefit of playing an offense like that is you force a team like Memphis, when you have a big like Zach Edey, to make a decision with what you're going to do with somebody like him. When he was dominant in the paint, they put him in some of that pick and roll action and made Memphis make a decision. Edey did not play the last 5 minutes. I don't agree with that decision, but at the very least, you make them make a choice. And you're going to have to do that come playoff time, whether it's with Rudy Gobert, whether it is with, some of those other bigs, whether it's Zubac or somebody. If you can score on that perimeter and put the bigs in that action, that can offset some of the trouble that they're going to have, because they are going to have trouble trying to secure the rebounds and be defensively apt with those bigs they have to face.
Look, I know scoring is sexy in the NBA, but I'm all about defense. You're going to have to play some defense if you want to go far in the postseason. Well, the Western Conference is loaded behind LA. You have the Grizzlies as a 5 seed with Ja Morant back. The Clippers are 6, and just behind them are the Warriors and the Wolves. So let's play Dennis the Menace. Which of those 4 teams are most capable of being a menace in the postseason?
All right, so first of all, in a vacuum, I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors, right? Because they are playing that same formula that won them a championship a few years ago. Top 5 in offense, top 5 in defense, and Jimmy Butler has been on that team. Of course, you have Wardell, Stephen Curry, Davidson's finest, who can do what he does usually, be the best player on the court. You can have playoff Jimmy, and you have Draymond Green, who is playing prime Draymond Green defense. Now, that's in a vacuum now. The other thing is a lot of this West is going to come down to straight up luck. One of those teams is going to be an 8th seed, which means that they do not stand a chance against OKC. But I would pick any of those teams over the Rockets, and then you have a Minnesota team that just seems to have Denver's number. So a lot of it's going to come to luck and who's matching up against who in the Western Conference playoffs.
And I know we were talking about the Lakers and Luka and LeBron James in that photo. I mean, just the comparison between LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. I already told you guys that the Miami Heat version is my favorite.
You were too kind about it.
I was really nice about it.
America, stop it. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Do not compare anything to the D. Wade and LeBron photo. Please. It is an iconic, once-in-a-lifetime photo. I don't want to see it anymore. Nothing compares. That shot doesn't compare. Nothing.
Right.
Stop it, please.
David says, stop trying to make fetch happen, and I could not agree more. David Dennis with the insight. Thanks so much.
So let's go to the NBA. Thunder hosting the Pacers. There's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, late first quarter. There he is again, making a move on Pascal Siakam, and yeah, that's nice. Thunder up 2 after 1. 3 minutes left in the second. Shai will give and go with Cason Wallace. Nice. Thunder up 5. Under a minute remaining in the half. SGA step back move on Tyrese Halliburton, knocking down the 3. Thunder up 61-49 at the half, and they're rolling. 8 minutes left in the third now. SGA got the ball again, rolling to the hoop, and a foul. He hit the free throw. The lead is 17 for OKC. Final seconds of the third. SGA again to the rim, misses the shot, but follows his own shot. The lead is 22 after 3. Early fourth quarter. Shai, step back. 3, 33 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Thunder win their 9th straight game, 132-111. Austin Reeves leading all scorers with 31. Luka has 29, LeBron 25, as the Lakers emphatically put that half-court buzzer beater loss to the Bulls behind them, taking down Memphis last night, 134-127. Coach J.J. Redick said he challenged his big 3 pregame. Those 3 were responsible for generating 120 of the Lakers' 134 points. So the Lakers, with the win, pulling ahead of Memphis for 4th in the West. LA a game and a half behind Denver for the 3 seed. with 8 games remaining. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies have lost 5 of their last 6 and are in danger of falling into the play-in round. Anscape's senior writer David Dennis Jr. with us now. So the Lakers get the win. So why do you still have concerns?
It's the defense. It's the same concern I had when they got Luka and they moved AD. That defense was starting to hum a little bit for those first few weeks when they were all together. Now you've seen that slide in the last few games. Last night, they blew a 20-point lead. They gave up about 38 in the third quarter. Before then, to the Bulls, they gave up that big 40-point fourth quarter. Pacers, they had another 38-point third quarter. Before then, the first time they played the Bulls, they gave up 80 in the second half. They have these defensive lulls. Now, if you're the Lakers, you feel like you can kind of offset that with a big 3 performance like you got last night.
Right.
25, 5, and 5. And 2 threes from the big 3 that they have, Reeves, Doncic, James. We've never seen a trio have those stats in a game before. So you do some of that. You put some of those bigs on your opposing team out there to try to defend you guys. You may have to get some bigs on the bench if you're an opposing team trying to guard that pick and roll offense. Maybe that'll help. But otherwise, man, that Lakers defense needs to improve if they're going to make a playoff run.
Okay. Heard what David said. We'll see if they do that. All right, the other team in L.A., the Clippers, they've won 8 out of 10. They're on the road in Cleveland today. Cavs have lost 5 of their last 8. What are you watching for both teams down the stretch? Start with the Clippers.
Okay, yeah. So the Clippers, they are an underrated contender in the West right now, and a lot of that is the duo of James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. Right. What they're doing. Those guys, 25 points each, averaging in March. What we're looking for is health from Kawhi, of course, and James Harden having that momentum to get some of those, bugaboos that he has in the playoffs in the past and put some of that behind him. Right now, they're just a game and a half behind Memphis for that 5th seed. Memphis just changed their coach. They may be in a little bit of disarray. There is an outside shot for this Clippers team to get into that 5th seed and maybe play against the Lakers. Okay. Now, the Cavs. I want to see this Cavs team show up against this Clipper squad that embarrassed them a few games ago, putting up 130-plus points against this Cavs team. They've kind of had some lulls themselves. They kind of put their foot off the gas a little bit once they realized that 70 games was out of reach, once they realized they were not going to catch up with OKC. So I want to see that Cavs intensity that we've seen so far. And I'm not too totally worried about them, though, the way they've been playing. When you're a top team like this in March, losses are kind of like calories in the airport. They don't really count. I think that they'll be fine once you gear up come playoff time.
Airport calories count. I like it. They really do.
They don't count. They don't count. It's like they go into some sort of ether or it don't count. Get the cinnamon roll, get the donut, do whatever you got to do. It doesn't count in the airport.
That's true, because it's bad to be hungry on a plane. Get some food.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
Jr. Thank you, brother.
Those cinnamon rolls just smell so good.
They do. They really do.
It's hard. I feel you.
Vâng. Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn ôn luyện nhé. Hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là